everyone, I am back for tea empties, and if the hair looks a little crazy, I just hair dried it. But we're here to talk about the tea. So for May, I had 50 cups of tea, which is the highest amount of tea for 2023 this year, which I mean, I think it's just because of having ideally, it's nice to have a cup of tea in the morning, but I'm not always able to. So I've been more so right after work. So in the evening, like 6 p.m., have a cup of tea, and then have like a tea like 9:30, 10 o'clock. 10:30 is like the limit where I'm like, okay, after 10:30, it's too late to like start to make a cup of tea. But I can drink a tea at 10:30. But I've been doing right after work and then kind of before bed. Or if I do have enough time in the morning, I will. But usually it's like right after work. Because also you're just kind of tired after work and you still want to have enough energy to like hang out with people or to just, stay up and gather stuff done and relax too. So I've really been enjoying like a cup of like black or green or a caffeinated cup like after coming home from work, and then like an herbal tea before bed or a decaf. Decaf is always nice before bed. But anyway, so 50 cups of tea, which is really good because like I said, it's the highest it's been this year. So I would like to get back to like 60, 70 because that just means more cups and that means more emptying tea. So I am happy with the progress I've made. My main goal was to finish the skinny tin of the pumpkin chai. So it's all empty. I'm going to keep this tin because I think the skinny tin's really cute. So I have some that I have displayed. I don't know if I'd refill it just because it is a smaller tin, but I do have more of pumpkin chai, which is a great tea. And I also have other like pumpkin spice teas, which you can't go wrong with pumpkin spice. I know some people may not be a pumpkin spice fan all year, but there are definitely moments where I just want some pumpkin spice. I had pumpkin spice tea last night. Pretty good. I mean, it was mostly chai, but there was like, the pumpkin. I think, well, usually pumpkin spice, it's usually like the spices, but there's sometimes pumpkin in it. But this was really good, and I like the tin with the wooden design, so celebrate the harvest. I really wanted to finish up because I'd always see it in my cupboard, because I have a cupboard of tea that has like easy access for me right near my kettle, so I usually have some teas where I try to focus on, or just teas that sometimes I'm in the mood for, just like easy reach. But my next thing, I didn't necessarily want to finish this, but I am trying to go through some of my tea boxes. My plan is to make a dent in my tea boxes so I can eventually go, because there are some places where I'm like, I haven't been so long and I know I usually want to get tea there, and specifically like tea boxes, and I just feel like I really do need to finish up some of my boxes. And I did like organize a section where it was just like all tea boxes, and I'm like, okay, I really gotta finish up like my bagged teas. So this was really good, and it was like half empty, so I knew I should just finish it, and it was a great tea. I did have it in the evening. Maybe it was too much caffeine, but I don't know. I like having I can handle like green tea or black tea like 6 p.m. or later. This was kind of my nighttime tea, but it was still really good. And I don't even know if I can get it anymore. I don't see it close to where I got it, so I don't know. I have another bag where it's just plain, but this is the Lipton Magnificent Matcha Green Tea with Pure Matcha in the ginger flavor. So it's the green tea, matcha, and ginger. Came with 15 tea bags. I had 6 left, so I finished the 6 tea bags. So that's a box of tea that's done and put in the recycling, which is always exciting, especially when it's like hefty boxes. And the other tea, I finished a couple of teas I didn't have the boxes, like I threw it out, but I finished the Moroccan Mint from Lifted Cup. So I have 5 tea bags I finished, so I'm done this tea. I got this at like Home Sense, I think, which is one of the places I really want to go to kind of look at their tea section, but I know if I go there, I'm gonna want to buy tea, so I kind of want to avoid it until I've gone through some of my boxes of tea. But yeah, this was a nice mint green tea. I always say I'm kind of like, sometimes I feel like I always have a mint tea in my empties, and it's a good tea, like mint and green tea, or just mint in general. It's delicious, but I just feel like I have enough of it where I want to break from drinking it, but then I drink it and it's just like, but I mean, it's a great tea. So if you ever see this, like if you ever see a mint green tea, I'd say go for it if you like mint and if you like green tea. But yeah, so 5 tea bags of this. I wanted to finish it, and I did. The other tea, I don't know how old this is, but this was my goal to finish it, and I knew I could, so I really wanted to finish it. I do really like it. It's one of the classics, one of the teas that I pretty much had like every night, I think. It's the ginger peach from President's Choice, so it's like a superstore tea. Canadian store, but I mean, ginger and peach is like one of those classic flavors that you can get pretty much anywhere, or even just ginger with like lemon. I love it when I hear like ginger with like blackberry or you know, tangerine, orange, just like different variations of ginger with other fruits. Always delicious. Or even like ginger with mint. That's really good too. I think there's like 12. Correction, 10. But I finished this. I think this box, I mean, I don't have the box, but I have 10 tea bags. I think this tea was from like 2017, 2018 maybe. I don't have the box, so I'm not sure. But I knew I've had it for a while, and I just wanted to finish up, and it was a good tea, so great like nighttime tea. So I had a lot of like spicy teas. Another green tea was English Tea Shop green tea. I got like a tin of all these tea bags, and I still have one more of the green tea, which is nice because I cut it and I can get like multiple cups out of the bag and really let the green tea like steep and unfurl. Great green tea. Some of the other teas, like there's the Earl Grey, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I only have a couple of tea bags of. I have the English Breakfast, which I haven't tried. Green tea pomegranate, which I'm excited because I haven't tried it, but I have had this for a while, so I really do want to finish the tea bags up. And peppermint, which is good, and the chai, which is really good, and I'm almost to the chai. I think maybe the green tea was my favorite that I have tried, and then like green tea, chai, peppermint, and then Earl Grey would be like last place. Something in the Earl Grey I'm not the biggest fan of, but this was really good. 2 of the decaffeinated decaf Ceylon from Honey Teas, which is really good. Sometimes I just crave I want like a black tea, but I don't necessarily want to do all the caffeine, so I'll do decaf, but I'll do it like the decaf later in the night, so like my bedtime tea. This is just really good. I mean, it's so warming because it's black tea, so you got just the warmth of the black tea, and it's just delicious. So, I mean, I definitely appreciate having decaf tea in my collection. Although if it was like a breakfast tea and it was decaf, I'd feel weird because whenever I see a tea that has breakfast in it, I feel like I have to drink it in the morning or like with my breakfast. So I don't know. Oh, and then also Egyptian chamomile from Honey & Sons. 3 chamomile tea bags. Again, I'm just really trying to focus on some of my tea bags to just kind of make the space a little bit, because there are a couple stores where I really want to go to get some tea bags. But I'm like, I need to finish some of my teas. So, but I love organizing it where it's just like the Best By dates. And I will still sometimes not really follow the Best By date, but I'm trying to finish up the ones that really need to be done, and just trying some of them where I'm like, I haven't had this tea in a while. The last one was, so it's a local coffee shop to me. They have tea bags, and sometimes I'll just go there and be like, oh, I'm probably will order a coffee, but I'll be like, oh, can I just have a tea bag to take home? And this was their Golden Glow, which was very similar to Turmeric Glow from David's tea. So, I mean, it was a really nice tea. I'd probably get it again, but where I have so much of Turmeric Glow, I'd probably just get like another tea bag or so, but I have so much of Turmeric Glow that I stockpiled, and I'm like, it's really good, but it's been so long that I've had it, and I'm like, I have an abundance of the Turmeric Glow. I think Turmeric Glow is the tea that I have the most of in my collection, so it's like, I don't know why I felt the need to stockpile it, because I have a lot. But this was a nice, like, you know, good spicy tea. So the theme was like green tea and spicy teas, I guess. And yeah, really trying to focus on finishing up those tea bags, and just especially if I can finish like a whole box, just to because the boxes take up space, and I want to make space. So that's my goal, to really finish up tea bags. And I just enjoy being able to have more than 1 cup of tea a day. My minimum is 1 cup. Like if I have to miss, like if I'm not able to have a cup of tea in one day, it's just, I can survive, but it's like I want to have a cup of tea. And I enjoy having one in the morning, but sometimes that's not always the case, but definitely before bed. And I've really been enjoying having the tea after work, where it's just like, you know, I'm pooped from the day of work, but then I can go home, maybe before supper, I'll have a cup of tea, and just, it feels nice. So yeah, and yeah, so I'm proud that I had 50 cups of tea, and I hope to kind of keep that goal and even up it to getting back to, like, I know sometimes in the summer it gets hotter, so I may not drink as much hot tea, but I don't really drink iced tea. I primarily drink hot tea, so whenever I drink tea, it's hot. So but yeah, no, I'm really happy with all my tea empties, and I just, I like finishing up the teas that I've had for a while, or just, teas I haven't really thought I would enjoy, but then I really enjoy. And there's so many tea tubers where I love seeing their empties, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like sometimes they finish so much tea and I'm like, I just can't. But I enjoy the teas I have. I enjoy finishing the teas, especially when they've been there around for a while, and just enjoying them. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope to keep up with seeing the progress where I'm like, okay, that spot was filled with tea, but now it's not as much. So I really like seeing that. But I hope everyone's having a good day, enjoying their tea, maybe enjoying coffee, because I do enjoy a good cup of coffee. But I mean, tea is the sweet spot. So yeah, I'll see you, or you'll see me in my next video. Bye.